In 1973, Elvis sold off his complete back catalog for $5.4 million, and this album is a direct result of it. It's the German pressing of Elvis Forever, and today we're going to discuss all variations and all international releases of Elvis Forever. Okay, join me on this trip.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, yes, that's right, Elvis Presley.
Hi, welcome again. Welcome to my channel. I'm Alexander. Welcome to Your Elvis Guide. Today we're going to discuss the Elvis Forever album, which was released in Germany in 1974 and was a huge success. It was immediately a million seller, and of course all money flew into the pockets of RCA since Elvis has sold his complete back catalog in the year previously. So, well, since there are a lot of international releases, you can see some behind me. But this one really stood out because it was a huge seller in a time frame, the mid 70s, when Elvis wasn't, Elvis regular albums were not selling that well, but his greatest hits were like top of the charts. Only in Germany, and then we're talking West Germany, so wasn't not even the East included. It sold over a million copies. Okay, this is the two records that we're talking about. Elvis Forever, released in 1974, sold over a million in West Germany, with a striking cover shot of Elvis recording after his performance on January 14, 1973 on the Aloha show, the extra songs. Well, and you see over here 32 hits with the story of a king. And the story of a king was included in a booklet inside of the gatefold sleeve. I will show you that. Yes. This is the opening spread. I have to be very careful because it's, and you can see they've put in a lot of effort in the presentation. The text is both in English and in German. So that probably aimed at an international audience as well, because otherwise it could have been in German. And it's basically Elvis' life story. His return to the stage in 1969, only 5 years previously. And finally, okay, like I said, it was a greatest hits compilation, basically, but no, not all tracks on this were actually hits. I'll show you the track listing. Like My Baby Left Me, for example, wasn't really a hit single, or Got a Lot of Living to Do. Fever wasn't from the album Elvis is Back, of course, on side 3. So there were a lot, it was a mix of interesting songs and greatest hits. That's the record. It came on the blue RCA International label. You can see it. Yes. And because of the huge success in Germany, other countries start producing the set as well. So this is a French version with only a gatefold, and that's what we see in a lot of other countries, that they didn't include the booklet because probably it was quite expensive to produce, but they did put out a nice gatefold with Elvis complete record output up to that date. So the French released the album set on the green. They had a green RCA label. My home country followed, the Netherlands, with, well, it's similar to the set from France. Also no booklet, but with the gatefold, with the records. They released Elvis Forever on the orange label, like you can see here. And then the Italians also discovered the set and also released it. And you can see they made a slight change, 32 hits in a 2-record set. So they're not offering the booklet, the booklet. So they adjusted the cover a little bit. You can see the back is the same. And you can see that the inside of the gatefold has also slightly changed in the Italian version. Also a green, light green RCA International label. And we get back to the releases from Italy in a minute, because they did a marvelous set in the 80s, re-releasing the Elvis Forever releases. But first, finally, what do we have here? Oh, this is a second version, a second pressing, really, of that was released in Germany. You can see the slide cover adjustment, 32 hits. Yeah. I hope I can offer you without the glare. Deutsche Pressung, says the cover. And that again is on the, well, it's one of the consecutive records, but it's side 4, side 3. It's on the, well, what is it? Blue turquoise RCA International label. I presume this one is from 1978 or something. I've not really got that complete in mind, but and then in the Elvis Forever set remained a constant constant seller all throughout the 80s. So it was released quite a few times, re-released quite a few times. And this is a set from the mid 80s. You can see that there's again an adjustment. 32 great hits. Oh no, it doesn't say that. It says 32 great tracks, of course. And now it's on the RCA black label that RCA Europe used for releases in 1984 and 1985. All the 50th anniversary releases were with this label. And that's not even the last re-release, because it was re-released with the same cover, with this label, like this. Yeah, I hope you can see that. It's the black label from 1984 and 1985, but then with the RCA Thunderbolt logo, and that's from 1987. And people who know their history somewhat know that records after that, albums, vinyl, was abandoned by RCA, and because of the introduction of the CD in 1984. And in 1984 there was the first Elvis Forever CD release. That was a 2-disc set. I don't have that one. This is a 1993 release. Okay, so that was Elvis Forever Volume 1. We've now seen international releases from Italy, France, the Netherlands, and Germany, of course, with some with some label variations. But the album was such a constant seller that RCA decided to release a second volume. You can see it's the same design, basically. It's the same picture from the January 14, 1973 Aloha post-show recordings. 32 hits again, and this time well, if you want to really look carefully at the contents, just pause your video for a moment. So I'm not going to read them all. The inside of the gatefold, nice pictures of Elvis, and all again a big advertisement basically for his recording catalog. And there was something funny with this record. First, I'll show you the label. It's the later version. It's a turquoise label. I think it's from the early 80s. 1980 probably. And there's something funny, because on side 2 and side 3 of this collection, there was a production error. that one channel, track were in stereo, but one channel was left out. So you can say that you can hear mixes on these records that you can't hear anywhere, but it's just a production error, basically. Again, also volume two was a great success, so it was re-released. And this release is only 1984, 1985 German Black Label. In 1983, there was volume 3. Again, if you want to take a closer look at the contents, although you can always Google these sets. They're on Discog, so you can study them carefully. Or pause the video and check it out. Again, some very nice photos, mostly from September 1956. Some Joe's Rock publicity shots. And what the great thing is, I play these regularly because they're such great compilations. It's just a fine selection of songs, very attractive, and they merely abandoned the idea of just greatest hits compilations. For example, on side 4 of volume 3, there's Long Lonely Highway, Please Don't Break That String Around, Memphis, Tennessee, Little Egypt, Do the Clam, not a real favorite, Indescribably Blue, Gentle on My Mind, and Any Day Now. So that's just great fun putting that on your record player and just hearing these songs. It's just like a random playlist, actually. So I think that was the power of that set. Did I show you the label? I don't think so. Still the turquoise, light blue, whatever you may call that, RCA International label. And this set was re-released on the RCA. Oh, no, that's the way it is. On the 1984-1985 Black label. Well, we're not quite there yet. Because I think it was 1984 when volume 4 was released. And well, this time we got some very serious liner notes reflecting on Elvis' career about the Sun years and RCA in Hollywood and his childhood. So it's basically again the lifetime story repeated. And yet again, it's a very, very attractive playlist actually that they offer in 32 songs in great sound quality. And it's on the black RCA 1984-1985 label. So this one wasn't re-released, or at least I don't have that re-release. Haven't spotted it yet. But we do have volume 5, and this one is very hard to get. I think it's from 1985 or 1986. And yeah, this one I think on eBay you see it regularly for 75 euros, dollars. So that's quite hard to get, but it's really worthwhile to acquire these volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They're real nice sets. Again, a very serious liner notes. And a real attractive selection of songs. And again, released on the 1984. Oh, this is correct. 1984, 1985 black label. But the Italian, they had their own way of presenting a re-release of Elvis Forever in the 80s. And that's this one. You can see the difference. It's the same picture again, but with a design with 3 lines. Yeah. Linea 3 lines, RCA 3 lines series, basically. This is volume 1. This is volume 2. Again. Yeah. On the Linea 3 label. And finally, volume 3. In a nice green color. Again, the same design, the same January 14, 1973 picture with the 3 lines. And there it is, a label, Linea 3. So, these were my versions, the versions in my collection of these European Elvis Forever releases. I hope you like it. If you have any suggestions for future content, please drop them in the comments below, or send me an email, or I will read emails. I will produce these videos with a irregular interval because I'm quite busy at work, and it takes a lot of time to gather the information and work it out. But I still hope you appreciate it. So if you do appreciate it, please like and subscribe. That helps an awful lot. Okay, that's it for now. Have a great time up to the next one, and stay safe, stay healthy, and well, until we meet again, bye.
Elvis has left the building. I've told you absolutely straight up to this point, you know that he has left the building. He left the stage and went out the back with the policeman, and he is now gone from the building.